1999 cooking season. The creator of Healthcraft Cookware, third best cook in America, star of the Food Network, and author of numerous cookbooks. It is Charles Knight.
Hey! Merry Christmas, Happy New Year.
And Happy New Year. Husband of Major Buccaneer fan. Boy, that was a great game. I was like
beyond
to say,
a
I was
Major
with Charles. You were there?
Fan.
Oh, she is.
Beyond.
Leanne is a little wacko. I mean, I've got bruises. I sat next to her at that game.
That's why I don't sit next to her. I put him in between my wife and I.
Oh, man. Never
exactly
again.
why.
Never. It's a very painful experience.
She hit me so hard one time. I can tell you a story. We were at the Bucks game 2 years ago.
Yeah.
There was a guy in back of us that obviously was not from this country that wanted to see a football game. She got so carried away, she flung her arms back, whacked the guy in the mouth, and he was bleeding everywhere.
No. Well, she was, they've got a, 10-year-old son, Josh is 10. She whacked him real hard on a completed pass. He said, "Oh, Mom," he says, "you got to hit me again on the next pass we complete to get it relocated." He dislocated his shoulder.
It was unbelievable.
It is exciting, though.
So what do you, Fettuccine Alfredo?
Actually, it's not Fettuccine Alfredo. This is a recipe that matter of fact, we had this. We were up in New York together at the Michelangelo Hotel. Have a place called Limoncello's.
Yeah, Limoncello.
And we had this there.
Ah, okay.
Don't you remember?
I don't remember anything from that trip.
No? Okay. Well, anyway, it's like Fettuccine Alfredo, but not really. The first thing you want to do is you want to start.
Limoncello.
We can call it whatever you like.
Okay.
All right. First thing you want to do is put a 1/4 pound of butter in the pan. You want to get that melted.
So how much is that?
That's a 1/4 pound.
This is a 1/4 pound?
Yeah. That's exactly the way I meant it. There's 4 of them in a box.
It just says 1 here.
Just get it in the pan. We've only got 2 segments here, and that's got to melt. All right. Very nice. There you go. Okay. Yeah, that looks like it's hot enough. I'm going to just crank it up just a little bit.
Hot.
So you want to get the butter melting in here before you put anything else. Some of the things you're going to use in here, you're going to use a heavy whipping cream. You're going to use some Romano Parmesan cheese, whatever you prefer.
That's not so heavy.
We're going to use grappa. Right, and this is for after, and naturally we're going to use a fettuccine noodle.
What that grappa's for in it, and
well, you'll see, you'll see.
This will evoke that dish.
Yes, well, not really. It's 28 grams of fat, but it's not too bad. Right, 30 grams of fat is not bad for New Year's Eve. This is a great thing for New Year's Eve.
30 grams is not bad. So you're going to do it all in one thing here.
Well, eat half. It's only 15 grams, okay? This came from a 70-pound wheel of cheese. This is a Parmigiano Reggiano.
Oh, my God.
And I sent my son David out to buy cheese, and he came back with 70 pounds. So this morning I was in the garage with a saw, right, and a couple other things trying to hack this into about a third. But what you want to do is get
it out there. You can make a little cheese cart.
This is nice because you can buy this, and you can actually have them cut it to this size. What you want to do is you want to get a little bit of an indentation right in here.
How'd you do that?
By cooking in it, which you're going to see. Okay? So now we got the butter melting. What you want to do is you want to put about half of that. Jack, why don't you cut the cheese? You're good at that.
Okay, I'll cut the cheese.
All right. He's always good at cutting the cheese. You'll see him at the games. There you go. All right, make sure you get that thing locked down. Right. Now, don't press so hard. See, that's the problem with you not being Italian. See, no, it's supposed to come out like snow.
Gotta do it here, Kim.
It's got to come out like snow. And he's got it in the machine wrong. Just hold it. Very lightly. No, hold it on the top very lightly. You want it to come out like snow. See, this looks like spaghetti itself, you know. Very lightly, okay? Now that we've got the butter melted, what you want to do is you want to put a cup of heavy whipping cream in here, all right? And once you've got the heavy whipping cream in, you're just going to season a little bit. If I can open this.
You want to finish it?
Oh, see. Well, I was doing just.
You're both still doing it wrong.
No,
don't press on.
I didn't. Look,
no,
really, I didn't. I did great.
Don't. Yeah, that's it. Okay. You want to use about half of this.
I'll knock that thing off.
All right. And then what we're going to do is we're going to flavor this with a little bit of aniseed. This is like a liquid.
What is this?
Aniseed.
Really?
Like,
in this?
Smell it.
In that?
Yes.
Okay.
It smells like licorice.
I know.
Why would you want
I would
licorice in
never.
this thing?
Oh, is that too much?
No, it's not too much. Well, you want about a half a teaspoon in there. All right, so you let that all mix together. You let it get nice and hot.
I would never have thought that.
I would never put licorice in it.
I would never put anise in that.
Well, you got to taste it.
All right, I'm going to tell you the truth.
All right, well, I hope you will. All right, now you got that all mixed together.
Okay.
Just get a little bit of cheese in here. All right, just very little, about a 1/4 cup. All right, and you just let that all melt together.
Okay.
All right. Once you've got all of this melted together, you can actually get your pasta cooking at this time. Pay attention, Jack.
Thank you.
All right? You got your pasta cooking at this time. If you want to put a little bit of pepper in this.
Yeah, I'd like pepper in it.
All right? We're going to do that later.
We'll take a break and be back here and show you what to do next. Make
No problem.
fettuccine limoncello.
Meantime, the pasta.
Today, Charles Knight, third best cook in America, joining Kim and me in making fettuccine limoncello.
All right.
Okay,
now,
what's next?
What you've got is, see, you've got the milk cream, you got the cream, the butter, a little bit of aniseed, and you got your pasta in there. What you want to do is scrape the cheese like you see here.
Scrape the cheese. Is that another euphemism?
Well, scrape it, grate it, whatever you want to do. Down into here, and then you take a little bit of grappa. You can use a Kirsch if you want, a Kirsch washer.
Now, what really is grappa?
Grappa is the last press of the wine. It used to be the cheap stuff, but now it's the good stuff. Now, normally what I would do is I would light it. I would put it in that pan, warm it up, this little pan right here, and warm it up. I can't see it on TV, but that's cooking, all right? Warm it up in this pan, and then light it there, and then pour it in here and make a big deal out of it. You can't see the flame on TV.
Stuff smells like moonshine.
It is like moonshine.
Yeah, it's burning.
All right?
I can see that.
Can you see it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I can feel it, okay?
Can you see it out there that's burning?
Yeah, what you want to do now, well, let me get it going. Here, it's going now. All right, what it's doing, it's actually melting the cheese. All right, it's melting the cheese, and you see there's a nice flame coming off. See, I can see it. See that?
Oh, there you go.
Yeah,
now you can see it.
Isn't that beautiful?
Can you see it?
Now you can see it.
What it's doing, it's actually melting the cheese.
Is that another euphemism, melt the cheese?
Melt the cheese, yes. Boy, I could get you with a good one on that one, man, I'll tell you. I've seen him when he's melted the cheese, I'll tell you that right now.
I don't even want to hear about it.
All right, so you've got this cooking, and what you want to do is you want to let this continue to cook until the flame dies out, okay?
Which that's going to be a long time.
No, it only takes a couple of seconds, all right? This is a great presentation. You want to do this for New Year's Eve, especially if the lights go out.
Yeah.
Right? This
and
is
don't
just
come
perfect.
back on again. Everybody heat themselves.
Yeah, we call this fettuccine alla millennium, you know, just in case you see that. Now, see how the cheese is nice and melted in here now?
Yeah,
see
except
that?
the flame still hadn't gone out.
Well, that's all right. It's on its way.
It's going to be going right into the millennium.
So you got a nice melted cheese in here now, and what you want to do, that's just about out. See that? Oh, sorry. All right. And then you take the fettuccine that's been in that
Oh, you're not going to put that down in that wheel.
and butter.
Oh, yes.
And so you put it right down into here. And we had this Christmas Eve. Everybody went crazy over this. This is absolutely
I love that.
the most delicious thing you've ever had in your life. I normally I'd put about a half a pound in here at a time. All right? And you just keep on turning it. It's nice and hot.
And all that's in that thing is cheese and grappa, right?
That's all it's in there. Cheese and grappa, a little bit more cheese on the top.
Boy, there's so much cheese in
Fold
this
it
thing.
in.
Oh, I love
It's only 15 grams of fat.
This is like cheese that are garnished with noodles.
You're going to love this sauce. Then what you do is you put it on the plate.
Now, this isn't very thick.
No, it's not supposed to be thick. You don't want it to be thick. That's the idea about it. See, fettuccine is usually about 55 to 60 grams of fat. That's why this is not.
Oh, this is not 55. This is 28 grams.
28
what
grams
was
of
the thing that I missed by which you cut back on the weight here?
Well, we're not using all the sauce. It's just a very, very light sauce. A lot of pepper, right?
This is my dish.
And that finishes off. It's a very, very light pasta dish, even though it looks heavy. Look at that. It's even absolutely gorgeous. How about a big hand?
Oh, man, that's awesome.
You want something?
That is awesome.
Want to take a taste? You can be our expert. Now, if you want to put some of this sauce in there, you can. It's up to you.
Put which sauce?
This sauce right here.
Oh, okay. No, I like that sauce.
If you like the sauce, you can put a little bit of that sauce on top. Here, let me give you just a little bit.
Oh, my.
See, it's nice and light. It's not real heavy, thick stuff.
Better. We'll be back in just a moment. Don't go away. More coming up on Harrison Company Live.
Is that
good? If you'd like a copy of today's Healthcraft recipe, please send a self-addressed stamped envelope to P.O. Box 262502, Tampa 33685.
Back in with Charles Knight, third best cook in America, and fettuccine limoncello a la millennium or whatever it is.
So good with that anise in there.
Isn't that great?
Rob, you're going to have to drag the thing out again about how to properly eat noodles. You remember the old bit we did on there? A lot of different ways you can do it, and we're doing them all wrong. But anyway,
I did them right.
tomorrow, Stephanie Ann is going to be with us, along with her incredible fiddle and incredible talents. And Thursday, I've forgotten what, but we will be here tomorrow and Thursday, and we got Friday off again. And in the meantime, we hope you join us again tomorrow at 11:30. Thanks for watching us eat. Thank you, Charles.
Production assistance for Harrison Company Live at Brandon Town Center is provided by Cypress Gardens, Florida's first theme park. Audio support furnished by A Yard Park, Music and Rental Center, North Armenia Avenue, Tampa.